Welcome to www.happynumbers.org. Today's lesson, division of decimals, applying your skills. Using division of decimals to solve problems in the real world. Well, let's take a look at what we have here at this first problem. A box contains 12 cans of tomato paste. Notice I drew a box and see the 12 cans of tomato paste. The total weight of all of the cans in the box is 8 4/4800 kilos or kilograms. So total weight, how much does one can of tomato paste weigh? Well, how much does that can weigh? Well, we have a division problem here. We're going to divide 9 4/4800 kilos divided by 12. If we divide that by 12, it'll tell us what one can weighs. So I have a whole number divided into a decimal. Well, I know since this is a whole number, I don't have to move anything around, so this can just stay the way it is. Put my decimal point here, and now I do my division. 12 divided into 9 cannot go. 12 is too big. Well, 12 into 94. I'm going to try 7. 7 times. 7 times 2 is 14. Carry 1. 7 times 1 is 7 and 1 is 8. 84. Subtract. I get 10. Bring down the... and I get 108. 12 goes into 108. Well, I know 12 times 10 would be 120. So I'm going to say 9 because that would be 12 less. 9 times 2 is 18. Carry the 1. 9 times 1 is 9 and 1 is 10. Okay, good. So the problem is over. So we can say the total crate weighs 9 4/4800 kilos, but one can weighs 79 hundredths of a kilo. Excellent. Let's try another problem. Let's put this one up. Pedro is a plumber. By the way, the famous scientist Einstein, one of his quotes said that if he had it to do all over again, he'd have been a plumber. Pedro is a plumber. He wants to cut 2 5200 meters of copper tube into 6 equal pieces. So he has a copper tube that's 2 5200 meters long, and he wants to make it into 6 equal pieces. Well, we have a division problem here. We're going to divide 252 hundredths by 6, and that will tell us what each one of these pieces will be. Well, we're dividing a whole number by a decimal, so we know this is a whole number, so we don't move anything, so we just do the division, put our decimal point here. 6 goes into 2, it cannot, it's too big, but 6 can go into 25. 6 can go into 25 4 times. 4 times 6, 24. Subtract, and we have 1. We bring down our 2. We have 12. 6 goes into 12 2 times. 2 times 6 is 12. 0, and nothing to bring down, so that's it. So each piece of pipe then will be 42 hundredths meters in length. So this will be 4200 meters, 4200 meters, 4200, 4200, and when we add them all up, it would be 2.52 meters. Very good. Well, now I'm going to put a problem up for you to work. Pardon my drawing of the sacks of flour. Okay, Noreen bought 3.4 pounds of flour for $5.44. What was the price of 1 pound of flour? Well, I'm going to ask you to put the DVD on pause or put the video on pause, work the problem, and then turn it back on. But keep in mind here now, we will be dividing a decimal into a decimal. And by the way, this is a period to end the sentence, so don't confuse that with the decimal right there. All right, put it on pause and work the problem and then turn it back on. Well, okay, let's see how you did. We're going to be dividing $5.44. And by the way, keep that in mind because it's going to affect our answer because we're working with money. Divided by 3 4/10 pounds. We want to find out what 1 pound of flour costs. Well, okay, now this is a decimal and this is a decimal. So we know we have to move our decimal point over one spot to go there, and we don't write it. But then we have to move this one spot. We put it here and we put it up there. Okay. Now we just do our division. So 34 cannot go into 5. It's way too big. But 34 can go into 54. It'll go one time. 1 times 34 is 34. If I subtract, I get 0, and I get 2, and I bring down the 4, and I have 204. Now I've got to figure out how many times does 34 go into 204. I'm going to say it's 6. Let's see. 6 times 4 is 24. Carry the 2. 6 times 3 is 18, and 2 is 20. Subtract, and I have 0. So that's it. So my answer, since I'm working in money, this was $5.44. This has to be in money also, so I have to put a 0 here. So it would be $1.60. So 1 pound of flour cost $1.60. Excellent. So I'm going to put one more problem up for you. Ask you to work it. Then turn on the DVD and we'll go quickly, we'll go through it. Anthony shipped a crate weighing 85 pounds. He paid $52.70 to ship the crate. What was the shipping price per pound? Okay, so put your video or DVD on pause, work that, and then we'll go over it. All right, let's see how you did. Well, we're going to be dividing $52.70, and by the way, keep that in mind because that'll affect our answer, by 85 pounds. And that'll tell us what 1 pound costs to ship. Well, this is a whole number divided into a decimal, so we don't have to move anything. We just put our decimal place. And now we say 85 cannot go into 5, and it cannot go into 52 because it's too big. So how many times does 85 go into 527? I'm going to say 6 because I know 8 times 6 is 48, and that's close to 52. Let's try it. 6 times 5 is 30. Put down the 0 and carry 3. 6 times 8 is 48, and 3, 49, 50, 51. Okay, and I subtract. I get 7 take away 0 is 7. 2 take away 1 is 1. I bring down a 0. Now 85 goes into 170 2 times. Because 2 times 85 is 170. So that's it. So now the shipping price per pound. Now of course we're dealing with money. So 62 cents, we could put a 0 there, but it's not necessary. So to ship the crate, it costs 62 cents per pound. Well, good. That is our lesson in division of decimals using word problems to solve real life problems. Thank you very much for your attention, and we'll see you next time.